Is this a sign that you guys are conceding that you probably are not going to find a fourth Republican?
You know, Chuck, I listened to the questions, every single one of them, and tried to understand whether there is another Republican colleague who is at least has an open mind on some of these issues. It's hard to find. A couple of times I thought they were close, but still the three prime suspects remain the same in the course of this.
Do you, look, yesterday the Q&A portion felt as if, and both parties were doing this, they were more interested in giving the counsels that they're believing more time to rebut. There wasn't a lot of attempts, whether it was by the Democrats to challenge some of the legal arguments on the Republican side or vice versa. Does that change today?
I don't know that it changes much. This is an awkward situation. You know, we spend our lives as senators standing up, speaking, using our skills if we have them. In this case, we are putting in writing in a very brief question. We've been warned by the Chief Justice, don't get carried away, a very brief question in the hopes that it will be answered. And we know, everyone knows, that it's easy to evade a question. In this case, it is hard. You're one step removed from making an important political point, and you've got to hope that the person you're sending the question to will pick up on it and handle it effectively.
Well, I only asked this because it did seem one of the tougher questions that the Republicans had to deal with came from Senators Collins and Murkowski. It was on the issue of the president's, did he show any interest in the Bidens before essentially spring of 19? I didn't sense many follow-ups on the Democratic side to the Republican side on that question.
But let me get back to the earlier observation that you made. The fact that it came from Collins and Murkowski meant that the president's counsel couldn't just brush it off. They really had to address it for fear that they would make the situation worse when it comes to defectors, potential defectors from the McConnell position. So there was a dynamic involved there, Republican to Republican, which would not have applied if they'd sent the same question over to the House managers.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.